welcome you to the house that Federal builds, the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com. Sound like I got a frog in my throat. Ha, ha, ha. I want to welcome you to IntellectualRadio.com, an iHeartRadio station with over 70 shows, 70 to 150 hosts and co-hosts, streaming 24/7 on your smart device with internet access. Well, you know, I want you to know I am big and I am beautiful. I am fat and I'm fabulous. I'm plump and I'm pretty. I'm getting curvy, but I've always been cute. I am the big sister of Rhythm Flow Radio, your host, Katie Lowe. We have a great show lined up for you today. We're just waiting on Erie Daniels. You know, this is Chicago. You know the weather is bad, but I want to tell you something about me. I want you to know that I am responsible for my actions, my behavior, and my words. I take responsibility for everything I say and do. I am the creator of my destiny. I can't blame other things that happen to me. Today, I am accepting responsibility, and you should too. Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Oval Cleaning. Oval Cleaning, Inc., professional cleaning service, commercial and residential, carpet, windows, floors, and more. Office and post-construction. Call my friends Mike at 708-528-6825 and that crazy guy named Steve at 708-800-9069. That's Oval Cleaning for all your cleaning needs. I'm going to play you a song and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about what's trending on Facebook. Because I mean, Facebook is hot and popping. So I'm going to play this song and we'll be right back. Hold on. Just a minute. I think I made a boo-boo. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. Some things just don't go perfect. Ain't that right, Melvin Nellums? I'm going to try this again. It's called Aaliyah's Plan. That's it.
Oh, baby, I love you strong. Cause you get me where I'm going. And the jury don't get my vote. Cause I believe you know just what you're doing now. Baby, now we can coast. Let's do it. That's put that thing on the
There's something in it.
rock the boat, work the middle. It'll work it, baby, it'll work it, baby, it'll change positions, new positions, show it for me,
Hey, Uncle Rita Sims, what's up, girl?
Oh boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies, and you are my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gon' hook it up while we talk on the phone. But see, I don't know if that's good. I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't tell it, but it ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. There's something I have for you. It'll never change. I'm sending him page, now you close it with the key. And I write any better. Get it on time. Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, feel the chemistry right. Won't let no one come and take your place. Cause I love you.
Okay, I want to welcome you back to the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, and iHeart radio station. Like I say, with over 70 shows, 70 to 150 hosts and co-hosts, streaming 24/7 on your smart device with the internet access. You know, I always like to talk about what's streaming on Facebook. I want to talk about something that should be streaming on Facebook, and it's not. There seem to be a lot of young girls, I mean, a lot of young African American girls that have come up missing, and some have come up dead that they haven't been finding. Also, the same thing is happening in Indiana. These are young black African American girls. I'm going to say this, and a lot of people probably would get pissed off at me, but believe me, people have been pissed off with me before, so it's not a big thing. I'm a big girl. I know how to pull up my big girl panties and keep strutting. So you get mad at me, but I don't care. But this is something that needs to be talked about. There are a lot of young African American girls that have come up missing and dead. Guess what? And you don't hear it on the mainstream news media. You do not hear it. They don't say anything about it. I used to have this fixation in my head because all these young black African American men were coming up dead, and they still are. So somewhere in my soul, I said, you know what? I'm just going to say this is gang violence. Okay? It's out the norm for so many of them to come up dead. But I tried to look outside of the box and not be stuck in that box, wanting to think there is a reason that all these young men are coming up dead. And I started saying, to myself, which may be wrong, that they were taking their body parts, their organs, and using them. Because, young organs are good organs. They could last a person another 50 or 60 years. So I used to say that the reason all these African American men were coming up because they were taking their body parts. Now, the young women have started coming up missing. And they're kind of keeping it quiet. In Chicago, anytime a young African American male is shot, whether he's shot by the police, or whether he's shot by a family member or a stranger, or whatever the case may be, it's all over mainstream media. You can look at your news outlets, channel 2579, channel 26, because it has some news on it, and CNN. You can look at those news outlets. And when the young African American men were coming up killed, it was all over the news. They bashed that every day. And they did it over and over and over again. It was like, when you listen to a song by Charlie Wilson that you like, the more you hear it on the radio, you start singing the song, you become familiar with the words. But when the young black men were getting killed in Chicago, they talked about it so much, people could call some of these young men's names. They showed their mothers and stuff so much. You knew that if you was to run into one of them on the street, you would say, oh, you look like so-and-so's mother. That was on the news, and it was her. But now that these young women have started getting killed, it's a hush thing. They don't really talk about it. Why? America, you got a problem. Okay? And if it's happening in Chicago, 9 times out of 10, this is happening somewhere else. Okay? Chicago just gets I guess we just get kicked in the butt. We are the ones that they make a spectacle of. I don't know if it's because of who's in the White House, but Chicago gets a lot of bad press. So if you know someone that's in the news media, 2579, Tribune, Sun Times, what's the one out south? The black one. I can't think of it. Huh? The Defender. Any of those papers. If you know somebody that work for them, tell them go and investigate the number of young black African American women that have are coming up missing. Tell them to go investigate that and do a report back so we can find out why the mainstream media is not blowing this up like everything else. Okay, now I got that off my chest because that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Another thing that's trending on social media. I know y'all want me to talk about 45. Over there with what's his name, Kim Jong, and guess who was over there? Dennis Rodman. Dennis said, "You will not do this without me," because he said Kim Jong is his buddy. So I guess the Donald thought he was gonna go without Dennis, but I think that was all. I think that was all for a. I think that was all for a. I don't know. It was all staged, and I'm gonna tell you why it was staged. I was gonna drink some of that water, but I had to tell you why it was staged. Dennis Rodman gets off the plane at the airport in Singapore. Guess what he wearing? A red and white cap. And guess what was on that cap? Make America great again. You know what I wanted to say. Make my ass great again. I could believe it. I could not believe it. And it was already said. I think Donald Trump said, nah, he ain't got nothing to do with this. But see, Dennis said, you know how they say, my people are called your people? Well, Dennis said that he was contacted by the Trumps. And they probably he probably gave him that cap to wear, you know. But anyway, I hope that whatever peace treaty that they're trying to get with Korea, I hope they straighten it out. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If that thing don't turn out right, y'all know 45 is a fool. Okay? Yeah, if he go over there, you know, I'm afraid that this man might give away America. I'm serious. I'm afraid that one day there might come an article, and the article will say President Trump gives away America to Russia. And see, I know I got a problem then. I can't speak the language. Okay? And I know I'm going to have a problem. And you don't hear about, I'm quite sure there are some black Russians, but you don't hear about any racial discrimination in Russia. You don't hear it. You don't hear about African Americans there at all. So, you know, I thought I would just throw that out, you know, because I like to talk about what's trending on Facebook. And there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about. I got to go and find it. Just hold on. Be patient. I hope everybody is enjoying the weather because we got some nice weather here in Chicago. We got good weather. I wanted to share something with you. You know, we live in a world where we have to be careful what we ask for. You know, when you go to God and you ask Him for something, you know you have to be specific. You know, like don't go to God and ask Him. Just tell Him, say, Jesus, but you know, I'm lonely and I'm looking for a man. If you sincere about that, you know Jesus will send you a man. But you got to make it plain. You got to tell Him, listen, what kind of man to send you? Because I had a girlfriend. She said she had been praying and praying and praying because she wanted a man. She said she was tired of living by herself, and she wanted a man. Saying she asked the Lord to give her put a man in her life. She did tell the Lord how old she was, but she didn't really go into specifics about the man. So He did send her a man. I tell you, she said when she got it, it came to the door. She couldn't open the door and let it in because it wasn't the man that she desired. So I'm just saying, when you go, you know, and ask God for a man, you have to be very careful what you asked for because I'm really trying to find this. Oh, it does not want to come up. Oh, yeah, there it is. I got to tell you about what this lady asked for. Mm, mm, mm. I know it's not supposed to be anything that's quiet in here. So maybe I should. I think it's coming up. I think it's coming up. I think it's coming up. Anyway, I can find it right now, but maybe I can find it later. Yeah, I know. Maybe I can find it later, and if I find it later, I'll bring it back because I think it was this. I think it was a man. I think I just about got it. There was a man, and he asked the fairy. He wanted to be desirable, and he wanted to be wanted by women. He wanted to be where when he walked past a woman, she just jumped head over heels, did flips, started foaming at the mouth for him. So the fairy turned him into a credit card. So that's why I say you got to be careful because you know every woman desires a credit card. Okay, you know, we're going to take a break and come back. And we're going to bring in our guests. I guess I might as well play another one of his songs. I don't know if he's going to do this song, but this is a real nice song. When I heard it, I fell in love with it, and I continue to play it on the show. And I like it because it talk about being dirty. Okay, and you know when you on social media, you know how you go for the juggler vein with somebody, man. You go try to find their dirty little secrets. So we're gonna play this, and then we're gonna bring in Erie Daniels, and we're gonna talk to him about what's up with him now. He's been here before, and maybe this time I got a stool and a mic, and I'm gonna get out of his way, and I'm gonna just let him sing from his heart. But we're gonna play this dirty little secrets, and we'll be right back.
Every day. Larry Bay. Let's get it, let's get it. I can hear your dirty little secrets. I know I'm the only one to keep it. You gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody what's on my body. I can be a dirty little secret. Promise I'm the only one to keep it. But you gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody if you want my body.
Watch
Can't tell nobody. Oh, can't tell nobody.
You know I'm gonna talk about you.
Oh, can't tell nobody.
Okay.
Just as long as you keep the secret. No apologies, you know what you came to do. Me on top of you, anything you want to do and everything you ask me to. Don't you like the way I feel? Tongue all down your spine. All day and all night, I'll get you right. Even to a boss, I can do how I want to.
Okay.
Be surprised, just let me come inside. Try to put my hands in places that they should.
I want.
I'm trying to keep this low key as possible. You and me together feels impossible. I want you all to myself. But until then, you'll be mine.
Now let's play that song.
Secrets. I know I'm the only one to keep it.
See what dirty little secret.
You gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody.
You gotta have dirty secret.
I can be a dirty little secret. Promise I'm the only one to keep it. But you gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody if you want my body. Oh, sex with me so amazing. Don't say a word, baby, be patient. Love you so good, make your knees weak. Tell me, baby, can you keep it secret? I don't say a word unless I'm supposed to. We just gotta keep it between me and you. Cause what you want of me is what I wanna be to you. Dirty little secrets. I know I'm the only one to keep it. You gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody if you want my body. I can be a dirty little secret. Promise I'm the only one to keep it. But you gotta promise me that you won't tell nobody if you want my body.
I tell you, ready? I tell you, I want to welcome back to the house at Earlville, the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, an iHeart radio station with over 70 shows, 70 to 150 hosts and co-hosts, streaming 24/7 on your smart device with internet access. Remember, if your favorite show is J Spot, Joe Jakin, Dana B and Dana, Making Waves with Miss Darcy, Drive at 5, He Said, She Said, or Rhythm Flow Radio, they are everywhere, accessible anywhere at any time. You can always check on your favorite show on IntellectualRadio.com, wherever you are, at home or on the other side of the world. Well, I guess it's that time that we get into some dirty little secrets. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. You know you better than I do.
It's me, it's Erie. I am here. I'm sorry about being late. Traffic is crazy.
Don't lay it on the traffic. I'm gonna tell you what they say in the real world.
What's up?
In the real world, when you late, guess what they say?
What?
You get your ass up early enough. That's what they say. Huh?
It wasn't this case this time.
Okay.
It wasn't this
You know,
case.
they try to lay it on the Uber. See, they used to lay it. I'm gonna tell you, they used to lay it on the CTA. Okay. They say the bus was running late. Now the bus does run late.
Mhm.
Okay. But you should have left home earlier.
Mhm.
If you know the 7 o'clock bus is always late, then you need to be on the 6:45 bus. Okay.
That's right.
So you know this is Chicago, the Windy City, and you know the expressways are backed up.
You're right.
So you know if you got to come all the way out here in the West Hill, you know that you need, instead of leaving the home at 4 o'clock trying to make it here at 4:30, you need to leave at 3:45.
You're right.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. Now go ahead and tell me what you want to talk about today.
I would actually like to talk about, I have a new song out right now.
Okay.
It's a mashup that I did about Aaliyah.
Okay.
That's one of my influential people right now. Well, forever. And I did it to Drake's new beat called God's Plan. So that's on my SoundCloud right now. Trying to push that record. Everybody really loves that record. Because it's nobody would think that those two songs would be blended together. And I was just like, okay, if Aaliyah was here, how would her and Drake be? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this.
Gonna make this work.
I'm gonna make it work, and it actually is working right now.
It's dope.
It's
It's dope.
I think I played it once. We're gonna try to play it again. Are you gonna try to sing that with that?
I can.
I wish you could have. I would listen. I wish. You know what? I don't want y'all to think that I'm mean because I'm not. I don't want y'all to think that I'm particular because I am.
Mhm.
Okay. But I just think that this is my personal opinion. I may be wrong because I'm not always right. I just think that when you come into the studio
Mhm.
and you're going to sing
right.
a track, you should have only the music.
Right.
You know, because when you got to sing behind your own track,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the people that are listening, they don't get the real quality
Right.
of your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next time you decide to come back my way, send me the track.
I get you.
Okay, just the music, the instrumental.
I have the instrumental up on and on though.
You have it?
Yeah, I think it should be in your email.
You think
if not, I have it on a flash drive.
Give it here.
I'm prepared.
Let me sitting up here acting crazy and talking stupid. Okay. Go to playing this thing. Sometimes these things are. Let me see. I better pick it up. Excuse us for a minute. I remind everybody, this is IntellectualRadio.com and our radio station. It's over 70 shows. 70. Okay, 70 to 150 hosts and co-hosts streaming 24/7 on your smart device with internet access. I'm trying to get this music together so you can hear Erie sing. He has a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
You really do. You really have a wonderful voice.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe this is it right here. Nope, that's Facebook. This looks like it, and it's look like it's lit up. Let me go check my email. Oh, is this it right here?
Yep.
This one right here?
No, this one.
This one right
That's
here.
fine, yep.
Okay, let me make sure I can get it to play. Hold on first. Okay, let's see if we can play this. Okay, we're not gonna play it. He's gonna sing it, but not right now. Okay, first we're gonna try to get a little up close and personal and find out what's been going on with Erie besides this new song that's going on.
Oh, you ready?
I'm ready for you to tell me what's been happening with Erie Daniels. DANIELZ.
Honestly, what I've been working on is just trying to get back into performing. That's like my second love of my life other than my relationship. Trying to get back into that, getting back into writing, not even just for myself, but getting into writing for other artists, because I can write for myself all day, but there are other people that might not have the ability to write out how they feel. So I'm trying to be that person for them. And I actually got somebody right now that I'm writing for right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody we know?
Not yet. He's pretty much going to be an aspiring, like up and coming person.
Okay.
So I'm just behind the scenes helping him learn the ropes pretty much.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I mean, what you said now, I want you to repeat before you sing this song that you wrote this on somebody else's track. Did you say that? Musical track?
On and on?
Aaliyah.
Oh, yeah. It's, that's not the one you want to play though.
I'm going to play this one.
Yeah. But I use Drake's track and I just put Aaliyah's songs. I just made them a mashup. So different songs of hers along with the beat.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's like, is that like doing his cover?
Yep,
okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know quite a few artists that do that.
Yeah.
And some of those artists sound real good when they do somebody else's cover. I know a young lady on the South Side took Rihanna's cover Diamonds and took it and made her own song out of it. I don't know why that song didn't go nowhere. That song is sharp. She got a lot of hits on YouTube on it. But that song should have went somewhere. Sometimes when they do somebody else's cover, they can really do a great job.
I like doing renditions to people's songs.
You do? Okay. All right. So we're going to let Erie go on and do this song. It's the cover to Drake's track, right?
Thought this.
On and on. Okay. Here we go.
This is my song, my single. It's Erie D, baby. Oh. you are the one I'm pursuing. Yeah. I like the way that you're moving. Yeah. Your hips and my lips and your lips. The synchronization is flowing. You ain't gotta play with it. No, just a little taste. Just a little taste. I'll be straight. I'll be straight. You got all day. I know that you like that. Work that thing and watch me fight back. Hey, let me hold that. Give it to me, baby, don't hold back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the things that you do so bad, yeah. You give me that rush, baby. On and on, turning on. I can't get enough. On and on, turning on. So much is like hell. Baby, all the way turning on. I wanna be your man, baby. You don't know how much you make me lose control. There's nothing I won't do for you. Just can't let go. Too much. It's Mr. Take Your Boy and your girl too. 5-star, I'm the one you wanna do. A lot of gonna say that they want me, but the only person that I really want is you. You got attitude on nah. You give me brain, I'm like, yes sir. Abs on flexed and your what's that? I can't wait for you to see what I see. You make me believe you're the one for me. I got all you need. Just you wait and see. You're the one that I want. It goes on and on and on. I can't get enough. On and on. So much like damn, baby. On and on. I wanna be your man, baby. Oh, on and
All right. All right. How about that? That sounds really good.
Thank you.
All right. Now, what inspired you to do that again? Did you tell me why? You know I'm old. I can't remember. I belong to the club.
I did that track because I needed something that was fun. Like I love making music, but a lot of my songs come from, I'll say, a lot of pain. That's my release.
A lot of pain.
Yeah, a lot of pain.
Yeah, a lot of pain in your life.
A lot of pain and a lot of sensualness. But
let me get off into this. I don't do relationship shows. You know that's a specialty. They have a show on Sunday at 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's called He Said, She Said.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna tell you, they get down to relationship. Then they got a show. I think is that on Thursday at 5:00. Yeah, they used to come on at 7. Now they come on at 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the J Spot. Now those 2 shows, they would get all up in your business. I'm serious.
I'm gonna check that out.
I'm serious.
Right.
They would get, you know how they say, girl, he had one of them stains back there.
Oh my God.
Okay, they get all up in there. They be trying to find out why you had the stain, why you came home with your underwear on the wrong way. Okay, who put that lipstick on your shirt? They be all up in your business. I'm serious. So I don't get in that people's business, but if you want to tell me anything about your pain and your dirty little secrets, I swear I open my ears up so wide.
I don't mind. I'm an open book. Most of it is pain from the past, because right now I'm very much happy. But pain from the past of people not really understanding what they have. I'm a one in a million guy, and I just feel like
Oh, shuck it, quack, quack. A one in a million. That's what they all say, ain't it, girl? What's your name? What's your name?
Raven.
Ain't that what they all say?
That's what they all say.
Anytime you meet a man, he say he one in a million. Okay?
I'm definitely one in a million. I do the work to make it that way.
Well, I'm glad you think of yourself that way. And I hope that somebody else thinks that you that way.
Oh, yes.
Okay. One in a million. I ain't heard a man throw that out that line in a long time. Hey, baby, what's up? Baby, you just one in a million.
That sounds like my granddaddy. His favorite line when he met my grandmother was, "Hey, dog, where you been all my life?" That was his pickup line. And she like, before I know it, I got 6 kids.
Damn. We don't know where he was before she met, but we know where he was after he met her. 6 kids.
Yep.
Waste no time, huh?
Yep. And my mom is the baby.
Really?
Yep.
I'll say. Small world. So you had some pain in your life, huh?
I did. I had some real bad relationships, stuff.
Everybody have bad relationships, but you don't have to. You have in a bad relationship. You got to be strong. You got to learn how to walk away. Well, and you say you one in a million.
Oh, I am. But
and
when
somebody don't know what they got, and you're in a bad relationship, and she turn her back, baby. I got your dirty little secret because I'm one in a million.
Right.
And you're supposed to walk away. Okay.
But see, what I mean when I say relationships, I mean not just that romantic relationship. I mean it could be a friendship. It can be your family.
But they weren't your friend, no way.
Yeah. But even family. My family treated me worse than my friends.
I ain't gonna believe that.
Oh, they do.
I ain't gonna believe it.
They do.
I ain't gonna even talk about that. Let's talk about
they
something.
do.
I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, my family treat me so bad."
Oh, they do.
Didn't mean to say that. I did not mean to say that. That's it. But I'm gonna say it may be the way you treat your family. I don't do relationship shows, but I'm just want to tell you this. I'm telling you this because I've been here for a while.
Right.
Okay. And you're trying to get where I'm going. Okay. Sometimes you have to look at yourself. Okay. We have to look at self. A lot of times when we think the problems are caused by other people, we have to look within ourselves. You have to see what we do to rectify that problem.
You're right.
Okay. Okay. We ain't gonna let that be no pain because that's family. Family is something. Listen, it's sad. The whole world is a family. We're all connected through some kind of DNA. Okay, according to the Bible.
Right.
But family is your mud and your blood, your stick and your rock. You may not get along with them, and you don't have to. Because I'm going to tell you something. I got some people in my family that make me mad sometimes. They really do. But guess what? I'll throw a rock for them. Okay? When I mean a rock, I mean a bullet. Because that's my family.
Right.
That family will be there for you when you don't think they will. Okay? When you think they've turned their backs, you can call on them. They'll be there for you. Okay? So whatever you going through, whatever that pain may be, I'm telling you, do something with it. Take that negative and turn it into a positive.
That's what this music came
from. All right then. All right then.
That's exactly what this came from. That's what it came from.
Okay, so you ready to do another song?
I'm always ready. I'm always ready.
Okay, so you want me to play that dirty little secret?
Now that one I would have to do
with the song because you don't have it on this track, do you?
That and then there's 2 other people on there.
On this track?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
I'm the latter part.
You the latter part. Who the other 2?
One of them is the artist I was speaking of. His name is Eric. That's my cousin. He's the first verse, and the other person that's singing the hook is actually my producer.
Really?
His name is Larry B.
Sir, you can't do all that part.
I can only do me.
Okay, why don't we just do Dirty Little Secrets, and you could just sing along with it.
Okay.
That's a cute song. I like it. It's a very nice song. Okay. Damn, I feel like I done did a show on relationship. That ain't it. That ain't it. I don't know what that is.
I'm like, I ain't got that yet.
Exactly. What is
I
it?
ain't with that old school yet.
Was that the double dutch ball? Is that it? I think that's it.
Well, I've been around.
No. Oh, what's going on? Who's that? Is that it?
Play it on and on right now. You won't be singing.
Let me, hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's turn the music all the way down. Cause Rock Me Baby, Rock Me All Night Long is not in my profile. I'm serious. I don't know where that came from.
I know some old school though.
You know old school?
I do.
You don't know nothing about old school.
I do.
Yeah.
I can prove you wrong.
You a millennial, right? Aren't you a millennial?
What you mean by millennial?
You 20 something.
Yes.
You a millennial.
I know about music
You
though.
ain't gonna never know. I'm a baby boomer and you will never know what I know.
You met mom.
Okay?
You know I have to know
You
some
can read
stuff.
about it in a book, but you will never know.
I can prove you wrong right now.
I'm not gonna let him take me there, see, because I know this is the Katie Lowe show.
Okay.
This is not the Erie Davis. You will not listen. You not come up in here and mess with my head.
I'm just gonna give you a little acapella.
I know you will. I know. Okay, you know what? Go give me some acapella.
Okay. Let's see if you.
Your mama listening.
Let's see if you know this acapella.
Okay, go ahead.
For 5 long years, I thought that you were a man. Till I found out I'm just a link on your chain. Hey, yeah. You told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. Oh, but your loving baby's just too strong. I'm a chain of chain. Oh, fools. Chain. Chain of fools.
Oh, okay, Frank.
Thank you.
Make me scratch your head. Okay, what you know about any blues then? Since you know old school, you know baby boomers. Give me some blues from back then.
Give you some blues.
I bet you can't eat tap on the blues.
None that's appropriate.
Oh, you was dirty.
As far as blues that I know.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you got them dirty little suits. Okay. What about a little Luther? You got any Luther in you?
Ooh, I don't like to touch a Luther. That's a legend.
But you can sing.
I can.
You know old school.
I know a little Whitney though.
You know a little Whitney? Come on with it. I'll take that. Ooh.
Jesus, I signed up for it.
Say what now?
I signed up for it. I put Whitney out there. Now I got to sing it.
Okay, you sure do.
Okay. A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there. Though I try to resist being last on your list. But no other man's gonna do. So I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my loving. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. There you go.
All right now. All right. So now, I think I asked you this before. Are you recording in the studio?
Yes, I have my producer. His studio is in his home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm actually, what's in the works right now, I'm about to work with different producers just to get producers can bring out different sounds of you that you might not even know about yourself till you get in there.
Take you to another level.
Exactly. So nothing against him at all. I just want to see what else is in me that I might not even know. I just want to get in the studio and see what I can create.
Okay. So when you're writing these songs, when you're using someone else's cover,
Hmm.
are there artists that you like to use their cover more than others? You know, some artists, they have a particular artist that they really really like.
Hmm.
You know, like say like me, I'm not an artist, but I like Kim. I like what's his name? Charlie Wilson.
Hmm.
I like that laid back stepping type music, and that music has a message.
Right.
And so even though I'm not an artist, but I do have my favorite artists that I like to listen to more than others.
Right.
So what about you?
Um, I know last time I mentioned that I love this artist K Michelle. That's my next to Aaliyah. That's my go-to person because I love the fact that she speaks what's on her mind. That's pretty much where my records come from. I speak what's on my mind. I don't want to speak what I think I know. I speak on what I know and me getting that out. And that's my go-to person when I want to make some music. I think about the authenticity that she has,
Hmm.
how she the arrangements and everything like that. I love that about her. So that's pretty much my influential person when I'm making covers and stuff like that. But next to Aaliyah, Aaliyah is number one.
Okay, now you said the music was on SoundCloud.
Yes.
Is it on iTunes?
The cover,
No, the Dirty Little Secrets.
Dirty Little Secret is on SoundCloud. The only thing that's on iTunes is On and On. That's my single. I have two more singles. One of them is called Without You. I made that about my relationship.
Okay, let me ask you something because this is something I really don't know and I want to know.
Okay.
So, how do you take the show to say you got the show? How do you take that show and share that? Now, how do you take that music and put it on say like you said I want to put this on iTunes. Well, no, I know I'm gonna put this one on SoundCloud. How do you make that distinction on which one of those stream? It's like a streaming device, right?
Right.
Yeah. So how do you make this distinction to where you know you're gonna put the music?
You mean like what do I use to put the music on there?
Okay, say okay. I made this song, "Dirty Little Secrets."
Right.
So I'm gonna put it on SoundCloud. I'm gonna put it on iTunes. I'm gonna put it on Reverb Nation. Where do you draw the line? Did you drop the music on all of the streaming devices? Or I guess that's what they call them, streaming services.
Yeah, streaming services.
Or do you just drop the music on? I'm gonna just drop it on iTunes. I'm not gonna put it on the other two. Does it
No.
cost to do that?
No. Well, it does. I actually have this. It's a website that I use to get them all on all of the streaming services. It's called DistroKid. I pay a subscription once a year of like $35 or so, and I'm able
$35 a year.
Yeah, and I can upload as much as I like.
Are you kidding me?
You can look it up now if you like, but I definitely upload as much as I want, and I get to see how much I make and everything like that. But it gives me the option to put it on iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, Shazam, and pretty much anything you could think of.
So what I want to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you can put them on all the streaming services. Just get your subscription and pay $35 a month.
Yep.
Then you can download all the music that you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Do they that's all you can you download a podcast?
I haven't looked into podcasts, but I can definitely figure that out.
Why don't you send me that information?
Okay.
You just put a idea in my brain. Boy, my brain just turned two flips when you said that.
You should be able to, because on iTunes they have things where you can buy podcasts.
I know they do. That's why I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Since you can buy a subscription,
right,
and therefore you have all of these streaming services, you have access to them, and you can just sit at home and create music and drop a track.
Yep.
And hope somebody see that track and buy that track, and you get a residual.
Yep. As long as I put, who gets what, because I know I have my producer down for getting royalties for making a beat. If he did a co-write, making sure he gets his percentage, and I make sure I get mine, because I don't play with nobody money. I don't want nobody play with mine. But that's exactly. It's really easy.
Is this how you make your living?
No, I actually also I'm an Uber driver myself. I know you
Oh
mentioned that
yeah.
earlier. Yeah,
Well,
I am a
you
full
better be
time Uber
glad
driver.
I'm in a good mood. How can a Uber be late? Help me. How?
Picking up people.
How?
Picking up people.
The
But
Uber.
today that wasn't the reason why. Actually, we're gonna blame my grandmother for that.
Nah, I will not sit here and blame your grandmother for nothing. I refuse.
She watching, I'm sure.
I refuse to blame your grandmother for anything because I know it's not her fault. You how old you say you were?
I'm 24. I'll be 24.
Okay, if you're
25 in
24,
August.
let me tell you what Frederick the entertainer would say. You are grown, you know what man.
I am.
You have responsibilities.
Mhm.
Okay? You have bills you pay.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So when you become a grown, you know what man, you can't blame other people for your excuses. You can't do that.
Mm.
So you can't blame Granny today.
Okay.
You take that on back right now. Tell Granny.
She watching. She know the deal. She watching.
This is not right for you to blame. Oh, you ought to be ashamed.
I'm surprised she went calling in. If she could.
She can call. Anybody can call in.
Okay.
If they want to call in, we got a few minutes. If they want to call in and ask you a question, they can call us at 708-223-8953. And they can ask you anything they want to.
Alrighty.
Okay, that is never a problem. And I saw you've been out there on some other radio shows too. How
Yeah.
about that?
I had the radio interview with Lewis University.
Okay.
That was really, really fun.
Okay.
And then they asked me to come perform for them April 17th.
You went there and did an interview and got a job?
No, I performed. But it pretty much is a job. It's my third job, to be honest. But I performed and it was really, really fun. Really,
It
really
was.
fun.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying to go there and then they invite you to perform somewhere. That's really. I mean, that's really all right. You can't beat that.
They actually asked me to come back soon, maybe next week or week after, just to follow up. Just like here, following up, making sure I'm
So, are
good.
you performing anywhere now?
Right now I'm getting ready for the summer bash, July 21st, and it's gonna be me and actually Raven over here. She's gonna be dancing
Oh,
her
okay.
alongside of my significant other. So
Ooh.
we're pretty much a package deal. We call ourselves R3.
Call yourself up.
R3.
All three.
R3, like original three.
R3.
Yep. I'm the
Like the R in the three.
Yep. Original three. I'm pretty much the artist and they are artists too, but they're the dance portion of it. And they are awesome.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you have any of the other places that you perform?
Um I've actually recently just performed at a featured artist Friday with this lady. I don't know if you know her. Her name's Dana Stevens. She does this thing every Friday where she has the local artists perform, and I
Where's
pretty
that?
much this was all the way in Richmond Park,
Oh,
and I was coming to support, and she's like, "You don't want to get up there and sing?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm
no,
gonna get
that
up there."
sounds like it's too far for me to drive. Let's see. I be afraid to go in these other neighborhoods. Every time I read about that little boy that overslept,
Mhm.
and even though it was in New York, it just made it. I'm afraid.
Right.
You go in the wrong neighborhood. You don't look right. You don't fit the decor. Everything else is around there.
Mhm.
Something could happen to you. I just don't. You know.
Well, the summer bash is actually going to be on Laramie and Lake,
I'll come to that.
July 21st.
Any churches involved in that?
No, I just know I know it's for the kids. It's a little like youth center that we're gonna be
Yeah,
performing
that
at.
you know that youth center is called By the Hand Club.
Okay.
Back in the day, that used to be Charlie's, where we used to go and play bid whist, play a
I
five
heard
note
about
trump,
Charlie's.
and drank that cognac. That was back in the day.
I heard about
No.
that.
And they took it was really nice to see. They tore part of it down and remodeled. They put that By the Hand Club there after school program for the kids.
Okay.
And then across the street from Charlie's used to be the public aid office, and now it's a charter school.
Right.
So that shows you how that late that area redefines itself. And every year, probably right after school is out, the churches on the west side, like I know that what's that, St. Lauren de Porres, and I know that Friendship Baptist Church
Okay.
and Harvest Bible Chapel. Harvest Bible Chapel West. Let me get it right. I know that they do something in that area. The gun violence scenes, they go out and stand on the corners. That's why I know that area very well, because they only do it like, I think it's one Tuesday or every Wednesday out of the month. And I would go up, take pictures, just to watch the flow and the people and the cars going by. It's like, a honk for gun violence and stuff. Be a lot of people out there. So that area, yeah, they have a lot of things
Right.
up there. Okay. All right. I want to remind everybody that you're listening to the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, an iHeart radio station with over 70 shows, 70 to 150 hosts and co-hosts, streaming 24/7 on your smart device. Remember, if your favorite show is J Spot, Joe, Jake, and Dana being Dana, making waves with Miss Darcy to drive at 5, said she said, or Rhythm Flow Radio, they are accessible anywhere at any time. You can always check on your favorite show on intellectualradio.com, wherever you are, at home, on the other side of the world. Today's show is brought to you by Oval Cleaning. Oval Cleaning Inc., professional cleaning service, commercial and residential. Carpet, windows, floors, and more, office and post construction. Call my friends, Mike, 708-528-6825, or that crazy guy named Steve at 708-800-9069. That's Oval Cleaning for all your cleaning needs. We're going to take a break and be back in a moment. No, we're not. You're not going to believe this. I can't believe it. I feel like I've just been sitting in here for about 30 minutes. See, this was what happened when you talk a lot. When you run your mouth and you talk, that's what happens. But it's a beautiful day in Chicago. I just want to say to you, remember, life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important and capture the good times. Develop from the negatives. And if things don't turn out right, just take another shot. Just remember, self-love, self-respect, self-worth, they all start with self. Remember, it's not what holds you back. Remember, it's not what holds you back. I didn't say that right. Remember, it's not what you are that holds you back. It's what you think you are not. Think about yourself. I want you to enjoy the weekend. And remember, confidence will make you happier than any diet will eat you healthy. You have been listening to Rhythm Flow Radio Show on the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com. And we will see you next Tuesday. I want to thank Erie and Raven for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, and you said you're going to be performing where?
I'll be performing July 21st at the Summer Bash at the Youth Center on Laramie Lake.
Okay, put that on the page so everybody can share that. Okay, and yes, this is your song, On and On.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna play that, and we're gonna be out of here. Is that it? Is that it? This one here? No, this one. Okay, I'm gonna play this one here. Sorry about that. What is going on? Boy, sometimes you just gotta be careful what you're doing. Let's try this one more time. Okay, hold on. That's what happens when you go live. Anything can happen. Try it one more time. Dirty little secret. Come on here. Oh! Girl, y'all got to get new cord, and I'm leaving. They're like a red that chewed on. I'm just kidding. I like to make jokes about everything. It's playing it, man. That's shortage over there. Okay, all right. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to play the song, but I'm still.
My body, oh, just as long as you keep the secret. No apologies, you know what you came to do. Me on top of you, anything you want to do and everything you ask me to. Don't you like the way I feel? Tongue all down your spine. All day and all night. I'm here trying.